Something is wrong with our attention. We all feel it, a deep fragmentation in our lives. We struggle to read, to sit still, to focus. Our minds jump restlessly, never settling. This isn't a minor inconvenience, it's a spiritual crisis. The modern world, with its relentless pace and endless information, is training us for distraction. We're conditioned to live on the surface, constantly stimulated but rarely satisfied, but we were made for deep engagement, for contemplation, for presence. Think of the great artists and saints. Their genius was born from profound, sustained focus. This capacity for deep attention is a gift that allows us to love, create, and know God. When we lose it, we lose something essential to our humanity. Our world profits from our distraction, monetizing every click and notification. We're living in a grand experiment. Can the human soul withstand a constant assault on its focus? The results are troubling. More anxiety, more isolation, less wisdom. But we are not powerless. We can choose to fight for our focus, to reclaim our minds. This isn't about rejecting the modern world, but living in it with intention. The struggle for attention is a spiritual battle, a fight for our souls, for what is real and good, and it's a fight we can win. The sources of our distraction are not mysterious. They're the technologies we use daily. Chief among them, the smartphone, a portal to infinite information and infinite distraction. Every notification is a tiny interruption, a tear in our concentration. Over time, these add up to a constant state of cognitive disruption. Social media platforms are engineered for addiction, feeding us outrage, envy, and fleeting amusement. The endless scroll keeps us passively consuming, rarely finding anything of substance. We compare, we perform, and our peace erodes. This environment trains us for impatience and instant gratification. We skim headlines, swipe past videos, and grow restless in silence. Our mental stamina for deep work and real relationships is fading. The result, perpetual cognitive overload, tired but wired, busy but unproductive. We're connected to thousands online, yet lonelier than ever. We've traded the richness of the present for the shallow allure of the digital stream. This is the architecture of modern distraction, and it's taking a heavy toll on our souls. The loss of attention has profound consequences. When our minds are scattered, we lose the ability to be present, the foundation of genuine connection. Divided attention is a form of disrespect. It damages our most important relationships. A marriage can't thrive on partial attention. Children need to know they are truly seen. When we're physically present but mentally elsewhere, we rob our loved ones of ourselves. The cost of distraction is paid by those we love most. A wandering mind breeds anxiety, pulling us from the peace of the present. We miss the simple goodness around us, the warmth of the sun, the taste of a meal, the sound of a bird. Distraction leaves us perpetually dissatisfied, always searching for the next thing. Ultimately, a distracted mind is a barrier to knowing God, who is found in stillness. Elijah found God not in the noise but in the still small voice. If our minds are a whirlwind of digital noise, we miss that voice. The loss of attention is a spiritual catastrophe, cutting us off from peace and joy. The Catholic tradition offers an ancient remedy, the Catholic gaze, a focused, contemplative way of seeing. God reveals himself in the particular, in the world he made, and in the face of our neighbor. To be Catholic is to be trained to pay attention, to see the world as a theater of God's grace. Jesus gave each person his full attention. The Church's tradition prizes clarity, focus, and interior silence. It's the universal call to holiness, beginning with paying attention. The Catholic worldview is sacramental. To appreciate a sacrament, you must pay attention. The liturgy is a school of attention, training us to focus our senses on sacred realities. The world is charged with God's grandeur, but we need the eyes of faith and the discipline of attention to see it. Attention is the gateway to encounter. The Catholic tradition teaches us to look, to listen, to be present. In doing so, we find God in all things. The Catholic tradition offers practical habits for cultivating attention. First, prayer. Not just reciting requests, but setting aside time each day to be silent before God. Start small. 5 minutes in a quiet place, phone away. Your mind will wander. Gently bring it back. This simple act strengthens your attention muscle. Next, engage with Mass intentionally. Arrive early. Quiet your mind. Listen intently. Focus on the altar. The Mass is the Church's ultimate act of focused attention, a weekly reset for our souls. Incorporate silence into daily life. Turn off the radio, eat without screens, walk without podcasts. At first, silence feels uncomfortable, but it's full, a space to hear your thoughts and God's voice. Practice reading real physical books, especially spiritual classics or scripture. Books demand sustained attention, building mental endurance. Set a modest goal, 10 pages a day. This habit rebuilds your capacity for deep focus. These practices are simple but powerful. They push back against the culture of skimming and distraction. They create space for wisdom and presence. Reclaiming your focus is possible, one habit at a time. Choose one and begin today. Be patient. The path to focus is a journey. Each small step is a victory for your soul. Attention is the soil where love and faith grow. We don't have to accept a life of constant distraction. We can choose a different path, one of intention, discipline, and grace. The habits of prayer. Mass silence and deep reading are for anyone longing for more. They quiet the noise and restore the soul, helping us rediscover the gift of the present moment. Imagine being fully present to those you love, enjoying simple pleasures without the anxious pull of your phone. This is not a fantasy, it's the fruit of a well-ordered soul. The peace that comes from presence is a peace the world cannot give or take away. This struggle for attention is a great spiritual challenge. By fighting it, you reclaim your humanity and the sacred space of your mind. Every time you choose presence over distraction, you win a small victory. Begin today. Choose one small practice and commit to it. Be patient. The path to focus is a marathon, not a sprint. In the stillness, we find clarity, love, and our true selves. And there in the quiet of a present heart, we find God waiting for us.